Hello! But before we figure that out, so this is what I'm going to be painting. The face spider. It's not a face spider, Mom. I was born around the time. If I finish that early, I'll probably jump into Pseudo Dragon and Sprite. Just because there's multiple of them, but they're small. Hold on, I'm doing stuff. Didn't think of this beforehand. I should have done this before. I can do this later. Probably should have done this on the computer. I didn't realize it would look it up. How am I trying to log in from a new device? You cray. Oh, cool. Okay, cool. Something for free. Well, I'm trying to figure out. What the fuck am I downloading? Okay, so I should be doing this apparently on a computer. Validating files. Loading. Price check on prune juice, Bob. Price check on prune juice. What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? It's metal. It's metal. Okay, that's not even. That's so easy. Okay, that didn't change anything. I just changed monitors. How's that? All right. Hey, Young. You missed, you know, the me figuring out how to get music. Gotta have my Eat for Initiative cup in there. Alright, let's figure out what we're doing. Let's open this. Piece of cake. It's all one piece. I don't care about that. I'm not doing bases. Because I don't use. Alright, so we got. I had. Where am I looking? Close that. Alright, so I need blue. I'm a big fan. I want to try out this Tesla blue, which is going to be. I'm going to make it super bright because I don't care. Okay. I suppose this is what we get. We're just going to do electronic. I feel like I'm going to what's it called? Yo Gabba Gabba Land. Okay, so I'm going to use Tesla Blue. Where are you? Also, obviously changed where my camera is. Where I kept it in its normal position, I just angled it down. Also, hello. So, I mean, really, the face spiders is just blue and white. So, I have... Oh, I opened the wrong side. It doesn't matter, I opened from both sides. I have bone white and just dead white, which I'm going to use dead white, because I like the nice bright. So, I mean, this one's not going to be super, super complicated. I'm just going to paint the whole thing white. I don't have anything. The eyes are... I might have to work a little bit. That's fine. I appreciate you showing up. I don't have anything to make the eyes look clear. Or I should look more like an opaque clear than anything. I'll mess around with the eyes once I get to that point. But I'm going to paint everything white. Whole thing white. And then it's the legs. The legs up to the... My light is too bright. The legs up to here-ish. Maybe a little past are blue. And then the rest is white. The back is blue. The sides are a little white. So yeah, that's why I'm going to do everything white. And then, obviously I can't paint. It's Tum Tum as well. Yeah. So we'll start with white. I'm pretty stoked for this blue, though. Also, one of my friends... Oh, I should probably share this, now that I'm remembering. One of my friends commented on how he likes my glass. Look at that cake. I'm a big fan of cake. By the ocean and otherwise. You know, that actually finally doesn't look terrible. Usually it's like, check out, and then it's the name of the, it's the title of the episode, and it just looks not good. It's like, check out, beating Pokemon with Heracross only. But check out Painting with KalvyKalv. Oh, you know it. I'm sure I could, if I actually practiced, I'm sure, or got actual tips. I'd probably. I don't think I'm that bad at it, honestly. I think I'm actually pretty good at beatboxing. I mean, I don't have mad skills, but also don't have the lung capacity. All right. So like I said, we're gonna paint just dead white, just because I mean, if you look at a phase spider, they're super white, like a pale white. Let's see if I can actually get. Oh, actually, I could. Okay, so hold on. I got an idea. Let's do a snipping tool. Nailed it. Okay, save as. It's not a face spider, Mom. Now I want to see a face spider, Mom. Okay, so we did that. Now I can insert image, and then I mean just image is fine. Okay, that's actually. I should shrink the chat window. There we go. I mean, my face is in frame. But I mean, that's what I'm going with. Okay. Anyway. Young, do you do like any like hand stretches before painting, like to prevent cramping? Yeah, prevent your hands from cramping? I should probably look that up next time. Okay. I'll look that up before next time. Because that's something that I notice has been happening. I mean, it could be the fact that my body doesn't. I don't work out a lot, so my body isn't good at taking care of the lactic acid from my doing nothing. All right, so we're gonna. Oh, that's probably way more than needed. Probably way more than needed. But. Like, I do enough that there's probably, lactic acid buildup. I'll use the bigger brush, because I really don't. I just need to get. Alright. Get out of their hair. Get out of my hair! Guess let's start at the base. Also, I've decided that my Adeptus Mechanicus are going to be super shiny and clean. I know a lot of people like doing the grim dark colors and the weathered and whatnot, but I have decided that they're engineers. You know, they would want their shit to look nice and clean. It seems disrespectful, you know, to the Omnisaya to have a dirty workspace and have dirty machinery. Like, it doesn't seem like you're devoted to the Omnisaya if all your shit's dirty. So, I have decided that it's going to be so fresh and so clean, because I think that's important. It can't just be fresh. We can't mechanitas. Exactly, exactly. And we're a team. We're a team, because it's not mechanic. It's not mechanic me. It's mechanic us. See, that's very important. Get those legs. Legs for days. I mean, who isn't a fan of legs? Gotta love those legs. This is a face spider, Mom. Alright, I just want to make sure I got it under. Good. Yeah, Mechanicus. That too. So we're just the most upbeat and clean, team-oriented. It doesn't belong. We don't belong in the universe. We don't fit in. Some what did he? But yeah, I was watching I think what Opus last night, and a little bit, and I'm like, man, everybody does. I mean, except for obviously some of the ones on what's his name's page. Except for like the what's her? God damn it. The one who doesn't do. She does synthwave stuff. Like, okay, I should be handling this better. I should keep one leg. Like, she doesn't do grimdark, and I think hers look great. So you don't have to do grimdark. And I like the idea of. I think I'm gonna paint. Yeah, I'm gonna paint the outside. Yes, she doesn't do grimdark. Sorry, my throat is all fakaked. I almost feel like this I probably could have just put this in like a bath, you know, like a white paint bath. Called it good. Yeah, I was like, there's no way the Adeptus Mechanicus would have dirty machinery. It seems disrespectful. And it's not at all because I'm lazy and I don't want to do weathering. I swear. Which means I might have to get, damn it, I might have to get a lot of white paint. Because I know that, I've seen some stuff and people use, a black primer. So I might just use like the gray, like a gray or white. That way all of the colors pop better. The reds are brighter instead of darker. Theory, I don't understand color theory very well yet, so I could be entirely wrong. Oh, screwing this all up again still. Let that dry a little. Boom, do 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 ba da ba da ba da. Now I get why it's watered down usually. Assume I don't. I only looked up what washes were last night. I think the only thing I have that specifically says it's a wash is my dark tone. I'm probably gonna want to do this. Put another coat on. Because I don't think it covered up the. I think you can still see, you know, some of the gray shining through. You know. So, apparently, I didn't use too much. I used just enough. From my understanding, washes are essentially it's just watered down so that it gets into cracks and stuff better. I think it matters. You can't really see very well. It's all super white. I think my light is too bright. Yeah, that bright is way too fucking light. That light is way too fucking bright. Let's see if I can do anything about it. I do have things. Let's see. I get that it's white, but oh, where did I put it? Where's the paper? Right, put it on this upper light. Temporarily. Yeah, you're all like, what's going on? It's my Dracula cape. I came with my pajamas. My Dracula pajamas. Okay. See, that might be too dark. Really? Oh. Let's see how that looks. Oh, jeez. Nope. Didn't change much. There's less reflection, at least. Now it's harder for me to see. Okay. Yep, no, that's not helpful at all. I was hoping that would... It's just a figure. Yeah, it's just reflecting off all that white. Okay. Whoop. Get out of my face. Hey. Okay. Yeah, the only one I have is the dark tone, so I don't know. So like, there we go, a little bit. Give it a little bit of shade. It's just very white. Liquid talent. That's fair. Okay. Oh no, I've gotten paint on my desk. Whatever will I do? Okay. Joke's on you. You assume I had talent to begin with. Alright, so I'm going to use probably this one. No. I think I use this one. I have a small one that I'll use for the smaller dots. I also have to use a black. For I don't know. I'm gonna use silver. Fuck it, it's my paint. Aren't they like monstrosities? Yeah. I'm gonna make your own washes. You can do some paint. Oh, okay. And it would be just the normal color. So like if I wanted to like a wash for my blue. Take my blue, stuff in it, water it down. Oh, okay. So not my light blue, my bright blue. Okay. I like bright colors. That's how I roll. Alright, let's... I'm going to leave this out, but I'm going to move it out of my way. I guess that makes sense. Shake this up some more. Okay. Everything is glowy. I'm just going to be... See, I'm just going to be cheap and be lazy and be like, it's because it's all glowy. That's why it's neon green. Oh, once again, that's probably way more than I needed, but it's a nice... Alright. As you'll, like I said, as you see the legs. So I'm going to paint the legs up to, you can't see on this, but there's definitely a portion that looks like chunky leg bits. Well, it's not looking as good as I was hoping. Foray into terrible painting jobs. Black body radiation. Right? It's dark matter. That's all it is. Oh shit. Right, now the ground is blue. Probably didn't water this down enough. Just justifies 2 coats. think it matters. Shit. Oh, oops. Well, that's fine. A lot of parts of it are blue. I put my blanket down in hopes that one of my dogs would come in here and lay down, but I have decided against it. Silly dogs. Apps are for kids. Exactly. WD dabba die. If I was green, I would die. I don't know if you saw in the reflection, but I consider my mouth a third hand. So I used my mouth to stabilize the end of my my brush, so I wouldn't shake as much while painting the finer points. I think this one is going to be a more accurate representation of my skill. I think the first one was beginner's luck. Zenithal highlighting. God, I have to take so many notes. This is coming in darker than I wanted it to. I thought it was going to be brighter. Primary in a dark color, usually black. Okay. Okay. Okay, maybe I was too much water. Huh? Too much water that time, I think. Yeah, it's like those are dry by now. I have to do a third paint, third go. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I guess the perk is that a lot of random parts of this are white too, so it's not like. Oh shit! I didn't even notice that part before. Where's dog hair? Shit. You have really fat fingers to be trying to do some delicate work like this. Keep doing this wrong. Oh, right, yeah, you're not. Did you turn in your diploma and whatnot? Because you're not allowed to be an engineer. Can't be smart and buff. Those are the rules. Which means you need to stop giving me painting advice, because buff people can't know how to paint. I'm sure that's probably a rule. Them's the rule. Yep. I don't make the rules. Some crazy online woman. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say crazy. Some ignorant online woman does. Let that dry. I don't fucking know. I thought it was a woman. Yeah, go work out. Alright, this whole thing's gonna be good. Yep, worship at the Temple of Iron. The Temple of Iron. Worship at the Temple of Iron. I think... Irregardless. So I'm gonna do... How long have I been doing this? An hour already? Jesus. I've only colored the legs blue? Well, okay, color everything white. To be very fair, I've also colored other things blue. Ah, accident. Alright. I'll be right back. Pictures. Thanks, got things to paint. I've got things to paint. Alright, let's do Actually, no, probably not. I'll do blue. Silver, I'm gonna use a very tiny brush, so I'm not gonna need. Probably less likely to screw that up. Temple of Iron. Worship the Temple of Iron. Oh, Pepsi. Pepsi. Yeah. You know, I also think I picked a bad background color to go with this. If I put it on here, at least see it a little bit back. Yeah, it's not the best. This is my introductory circuit analysis book. If anybody wants to do my homework for me, oh, I need to keep my garbage covered because my dog's an asshole. Seems trying to steal my food. Okay. Once again, I'm not going to beat myself up too much about it. Random splotches of blue. Oh, that is super white. This part's not supposed to be white. I didn't have to wipe that off. Okay. Next will be the majority of the back. So the head, starting pretty much right under the mandibles. Mandibles. Oh, this is what I could do. Okay. More blue. More blue. Well, here's my careful painting out the window. Careful painting goes out the window. I don't give a shit about Georgia. I don't give a shit about Georgia. Calling me back. Banging on a trash can. Still roaming on the street tonight. Did I get too close to the shit? I did. Oh no, I got too close. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Do 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 do. Stonewall gray. That actually makes more sense. So I'll probably do the ground gray. Stonewall gray. That will take some doing. actually looks pretty good. Obviously, I just need to stop trying to... I need to water it down a lot more. I think that's it for bulk, except for the ground. Because I gotta paint with finer blue on those. Which I'm gonna do. He's working out, so he's not gonna appreciate. He's not gonna know I'm gonna do dry brushing. If I cover that. Just hoping it won't dry out before I can use it. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Apparently, if I want, anybody to watch, I should stream during the day when the only people that watch me show up. I just gotta go to the bathroom. Here, you can see my belay planked. Spider. doggo. Hello, Papa the doggo. Papa the doggo. Okay. I might have put it on a bit thick. She's a very furry head. It's got a very furry head. Oh no. No. I may have heard. Alright, let's. Still be lurking for a bit while I hang some clothes. Okay. Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line, rock your body on time. Those are supposed to be blue. 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 Not blue enough. This is gonna look like shit. My hands are too unstable for finer details. I almost feel like I should have just cut this off. Because it feels very much like, hey, get these tiny dots all the way in the bottom. There's no way in hell you're going to be able to get it. thing that I don't have. Yeah, no, I should have just cut this off the base. Oh, God damn it. Damn it, that tastes terrible. Oh, cool. Even better is some of the paint got smudged on my finger and then got onto the legs. Cool. Cool. This thing don't look terrible. Smash him with a hammer. I'm taking that out of this. Boy, this is fun. Just sitting and waiting for things to dry. What is this? Really terrible idea. That's fine. It's supposed to be like a bluish white anyway. I just am terrible. 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 I should have people to talk to. It's just less boring. Just sit in here, looking at the paint dry. Let's watch the paint dry. Do 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 do. Wanna watch my paint dry. Do 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 do. Watching all this paint dry. This is the most exciting part. Watching all the paint dry. See, it's gonna be better when I have my other figures. Do one figure, you just gotta sit there and wait. See, I probably didn't have this issue with the owlbear because there's just a lot of big areas. Watching all the paint dry. Banging on the trash can. Just rubbing on the street light. West Philadelphia, born and raised. Watching the paint dry. It's the Watching the Paint Dry song, and I hope you guys appreciate it. Watching the paint dry. Watching the paint dry. Owlbear noises. Just kidding. It's not an owlbear. It's a boule. Pretending to be an owlbear. I'm an owlbear. Then he goes underground. Yeah. Okay. Watching all the paint dry. Let's clean this one off. Both of them off. If I'm being real. while I'm waiting for the paint to dry. Do it. Exactly. Just use a smidge. Alright, so waiting for more paint to dry. Hold my brush. Can you hold other brushes? Sort of. It's dual wielding. Dual wielding boule. Nobody wants that. Dual wielding boule. Dual wielding boule. Boule, 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 boule. Boule, 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 boule. I just like silver. I like metallic. Okay. Try this. Never done this before. Turn the on there. What if I put boop, boop. Way more than I need. This is dry brushing per se. I'm just painting. Yeah, because it's super wet. So I have to make hot chocolate on here now. I have no idea. We have a dryer, so. Yeah. I don't think this is doing what I think I want it to do. Nope. I'm just painting it white. Look like they have like. No, I tried. Oh, that looks creepy too. I'd have to buy Phasmophobia, which, considering I just spent $50 on Steam buying Raft, Buoyancy. Hold on. I just bought 4 games. Carrion, Buoyancy, Raft, and For the King. And then I just spent $40 on minis, and I spent $124 on a headset and blackout curtains that also muffle sound. Like, and I don't have a source of income. Maybe if it goes on sale again and it's a good price, I might buy it. But I don't think it's something I can really justify right now. I just dropped, a couple $100 in like 2 days. I need to calm the fuck down. Also, not. I think considering that, I think that game would probably wouldn't be too upset about playing because I'm not a fan of horror games. Oh. But at least that one I'd be in a group, not playing by myself. Like I played the Fair Creek Killings, and thankfully my partner and roommate were playing with me. There are many times where like something spoopy happened and I just ran. Like I'm walking down a hallway and then suddenly all of the lights in the entire building go off and I just proceed to keep running down the hallway and out the building. Not screaming, not going ah, or like shit. I just like I'm like it's like like it's beeline out of the building. Yeah. So how are you doing now, nice me? I should probably get to nice. Yeah, yeah, that's another thing I'm gonna have to spend money on soon. Books and other things. I'm not excited about that. I'm in 4 classes, technically. And other stuff I'm gonna have to spend money on. But I might have to do it. I need to start trying to work out. I mean, I got a haircut, so I need to start working on the rest of me. And get the rest of my figures painted. So that they're done by the time I get my Warhammer figures. So what stuff are you studying at uni? Hustling, still playing, right? Yeah, okay. Just really quiet. Lots of jazz. Social science? Should start in September, October, November, 5, 6, 7. So you're not starting this semester? You're starting in the fall? Social sciences are good. No, that's technically it is for us too. It's just if when I started, I couldn't immediately get into the engineering program or engineering school because I didn't have enough pre-qualifications. So I started the spring semester and took things that would look good, that were like gen eds and probably requirements for engineering classes that also that made me look better when applying for the engineering school. So I took pre-calculus and chemistry and I think 2 gen eds and something else. Maybe 3 gen eds. I might have just banged out 3 gen eds right out the gate. I don't remember. Put some clear nail polish over that. See if I'm shiny. Oh, shit, I didn't even think of that. See, this is why artsy people need to hang out, because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Alright. This is probably just on sale too. God, Steam points are useless. No, that's. I've seen it by roommates. Either of them have clear nail polish. That's a good idea. I didn't even think of that. I was thinking how I was gonna get like a that like milky eye look. You wanna go over? Yeah, keep knocking shit over. Nope, man. We got some. My roommates are, you know, women that are also like nail polish. So, okay, now I have to figure out how to make sure that that's dry. Okay. Probably should have made. Let's go back. Also, Phasmophobia is downloading. Thank you for your donation to the KalvyKalv Plays Games funds. I don't even know what my goal is currently. Workspace doesn't do much for sound. Actually, I did buy, well, I just spent some money on soundproofing, technically. Okay, so I'm gonna. So. You just. No, what am I doing? Yeah, I figured $200 is probably plenty for soundproofing. This doesn't have to be perfect. Just need, you know. I just figured they should actually have white eyes before I put the clear on. I mean the curtains, because I mean that'll help dampen sound too, which will be useful for me, like from outsides, which isn't so much of an issue, more so, but the two curtains are more than I need. So one is going to go on the window behind me. Hey, Ryder. Welcome to the party, pal. Oh, buddy, what are you doing? I need to give you a name. Oh, you do have a name. It's Michael Boulay. This one is Michael Boulay. So I decided when I was talking earlier that yeah, I'm good like that. Oh, it's just you on. Okay. Instead of going the gritty grimdark of the usual, my Adeptus Mechanicus, and actually there's a whole if you scroll up in the chat, there's a whole thing. They're going to be positive and optimistic, so they're going to be the Mechanicus, not the Mechanicus, and they're a team. So it's not the mechanic. It's not the mechanic me. It's the mechanic us. Because it's been a couple days. All right, I'm allowed to forget things. Oh, but my figures. Okay, I'm gonna wipe that off. I'm not gonna have them all gritty and weather worn or whatever like a lot of people do. Not because I'm lazy, or not just because I'm lazy, because I'm lazy. but I want them to have nice, crisp colors because being dirty, having your machinery be dirty, seems disrespectful to the Omniscient. You know, it's like if your computer was alive, would you leave it dirty all the time? No, you'd wipe it down. You'd keep it nice and clean. Plus, a clean machine it operates pristine. I don't know. It's phase banks. I don't get it. I've just decided that no, it's going to be, the spider's name is going to be Justin. Because it's Justin Phase. Like Michael Boulay. Justin Phase. It'd be better if his last name was, if he was a time something. Justin Time. But Justin Phase, considering that they can phase out of reality into the ethereal plane, is pretty cool. Pretty cool if I do say so myself. Hello. Hello, welcome to the party. We eat the pancakes. Okay, there's no pancakes. I wish there was pancakes. That'd be awesome. Also, apparently my game is all downloaded. All downloaded, oh yes. And I was actually thinking that I think one of the things I need to do this year too is to play more, stream more multiplayer. Like stream. Well, no, it'd be like Justin. Like as in like like the name Justin. But that is the play. He's just in phase. But it's just in phase. You don't just got it, you gots it. You gots it. Okay, this music is not making me... What about this? Let's try some lo-fi hip-hop beat. I'm just falling asleep here. Well, I do have... Well, these would be the backup singers. Now, is Justin Phase the one that raises his shirt to expose the nipple crown, or is that Michael Bublé? No, it's definitely not Michael Bublé. Michael Bublé, I mean, obviously it's a play on Michael Bublé, but Michael is the spirit, the soul, of the group. Whereas Justin, he's edgy. Justin's edgy, because it's not a phase, Spider Mom. He's edgy. So yeah, we got the pseudo dragon and sprite are the backup dancers / singers, because that's important. What else we got? I got some necromancers, but I don't know if we're trying to keep this figure based. And the others are condemned to stand in the background saying doo wop, doo wop. No, just these. If we're going boy band, we need 5 members. So we got 2. I have an otter cleric, but that's metal, so I don't know when I'm going to get to paint that. And then both of these are human. I want them to not be humanoids. I want them to be monstrosities, because I think a Boulay is a monstrosity. So there's gonna be a Minotaur. There's gotta be a Minotaur. His name's Marty. That's a given. Because... Thanks. I'm actually pretty proud of it. The face spider is not turning out as good as I wanted. I think, you know, doing stuff with the white probably might not have been a great idea. Because I started with a, like, it was primed and then I used, like, a white. I also didn't, you know, put enough water on it, so that probably doesn't help. You know, I'm not, once again, I'm not, it's my second figure. I'm not going to beat myself up over it. I'm a little bummed out that it isn't looking better, but I'm also not done with it yet. Okay. Oh, that's too many T's, Calvin. Actually, I don't even have to paint a Minotaur. I already have one. Bigor Monstrosity, I believe. Yep. Yep. So we got. So it's the Monstrosity. I'll come up with a name. I do technically already have a Minotaur. It's just not one that I painted. It's one that I bought at a store. So, store-bought Minotaur. But, so I'll need a Minotaur. Alright. Do they speak languages? They do not have languages. They also have a 2 intelligence. So that's, can you, I think you can only use awaken. Awaken, 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 awaken. Alright, we're putting too much effort into this. It's not a face spider, Mom. That's a 6 intelligence. They don't have a good charisma. They could be humanoid spiders. Oh, I hadn't even thought of that. Because in my... You know it. Awaken, 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 awaken. It's a good song. I mean, I only found it because of the bat metal. But... I mean, yeah. You're not wrong. Is there a list of monstrosities? If there's a list, I think they have one in Xanathars. See, now we're delving. We're delving. Now you're getting the real nerd out of me. This is the real... Okay, so I'm trying to remember. Because there's one that does... Oh, that's just names. That does monster by... Maybe it is the monster manual. I'm trying to think. I think there's one that does... monsters by type. To be fair, it is, you know, silver and gunmetal. So... That's Wallace for you, jackass. I love him, but he's a pain in my butt. Right. Starting page 1 though. Okay, Ankeg. No, we got it. We got a ground one. All right, so we need something. All right, we're writing this down. So we got the edgy one. We got the down to earth one. So I don't need anything. So maybe something. I mean, technically the Minotaur is too. So we got the Minotaur. All right, I'm gonna grab the Minotaur again. Because I'm taking this 100% seriously. Which means, I know, you know, so, we need 2 more members, preferably something aquatic? Some kind of aquatic monstrosity. Centaur, no. I already got the Minotaur. We don't need Centaur. Cockatrice? That's a bit air-like, I guess. No, I don't want cockatrice. Dark mantle. Oh my god, no, that one, we already got the edgy one. Were shark? Displacer beast. Man, there's so many good ones. Very good. Doppelganger. No, we already got a spider one, although an Endercap would be pretty great. Grick. There's so many of these are like, oh, Griffin. We can get a Griffin. Yeah, Griffin. We'll do. Gotta mark this down somewhere. So we got some backup singers. Because I mean, technically, the face spider is out of this world. I mean, these two are technically ground based. Oh yeah, displace it is. Yeah, cloak of displacement. That's pretty solid. Although you know, Boule armor is pretty great too, because that means that a druid can wear like full plate. Okay. Griffin. I don't have any. Angry bird in here. No, I got nothing. Alright, so we're gonna Griffin. Half dragons. Oh. Okay, hippogriff. No, we already got one. Pompous, right? It's hippogriffs. Oh, griffins are. Hook horror. The Hydra would be great, but then it would just be a Hydra. The Hydra would be the only band. Don't worry, I'll share it in a second. Kraken! Just kidding. It would be disgusting. So we need something fire related. Is there? Manticore. Nothing. Medusa. A marrow. Oh, marrows are okay. Oh god. Part of me wants to. BRB. Yeah, I hate when games do that. See, I would hate to do it, but a Mimic would be pretty great. Mimic is if you want. Minotaur! I love Minotaur, so good. Bullshit, they're evil. Owlbear. Perryton. Tell me why he ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why he ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never. Fine. We'll do Griffin, and it's It's turning into, right? Love me some pepperonis. Yeti. Yeti, 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 yeti. Yeah, stomp, stomp, stomp. Doing that yeti stomp. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Doing that yeti stomp. Wow. Alright. Alright, so I've decided, I think it's what we're gonna do. Okay, hold on. I should actually finish painting before we continue this ridiculousness. Okay, I don't know. Alright, let's try this. Let's see how this works out. Probably should have used my small brush for this. Well, you live and you learn, and then you get loves. Okay, we'll just cover the whole area. Now I'm just going to cover the whole back. Have a nice shiny carapace. I have decided. Okay, I need to stop. I am. No, 100%. I'm not upset. I'm glad that you mentioned it. Because I never would have thought of it. Being a dude who doesn't do his nails, it's not something I would have thought of. I'm not an artsy. He's so shiny, so fresh, and so clean. Yeah. So Rust Monster, Griffin, Boule, Face Spider, Minotaur. That is the band. You got a lot of muscle too. Yes, it. Go back. Back it up. Right. Web. They can't web. But they can climb a wall and they can walk through webbing. Okay. This drum set will become disposable. Crush. No, see, they're a boy band. They don't use drums. If they're a rock band, actually, a rock band makes more sense. Actually, we established that Michael Bublé does like rock covers of Christmas songs. They're like, yeah, they're a metal band. They're not a boy band. They can't be a boy band. So that means that the Griffin is... No, Marty's a bassist. Dude, come on. How is... You know, think of how amazing a Spider would be as a drummer. Like, don't even pretend that is not the ideal. No, it's, Grandma got ran over by a boule. Coming home from your house Christmas Eve. But, you know, it's obviously more metal. That's true. That's true. Well, see, no, I thought they had one drummer, and, what was it, they had one drummer and a percussionist, which is technically different. But, I mean, they did the thing, you know, where, you know, where he goes out over the crowd, and it's more impressive when flips upside down. Oh, just like that, except it doesn't fall because, you know, it has spider climb. Hey, you know, being technically correct is the best kind of correct. Alright, now we gotta do the bass. Burst. This is gonna be pain in my burst. Okay, so I'm gonna go with Stonewall Gray. I might actually use more of that. If we're trying to give it that ethereal look. I mean, that is, you can't see how shiny that is. Well, you can actually. You can see how shiny that is. That's nice and shiny. I'll go with contextual, but this is a contextual conversation. See, a drummer. The Griffin is the lead singer, obviously, because actually that probably has the highest charisma. If I'm being honest. Of an 8? Oh, God. Has built-in visual effects, too. That's true. So we got 8 for Griffin. Boule. Wow, you were just like the worst band ever. Strength and Con is pretty solid, though. So... They have a lot of bass, though. I mean, we're going, what, Minotaur? Minotaur and Boule are bassists. Drummer. And then the Rust Monster. Do I have anything that's flying? I don't think I have anything flying. Oh, well, not even or else. I mean, who the hell wouldn't want to go? All right. No, Chelsea! Because you'll appreciate this. I'll use these because I don't have a Griffin. Oh, God. All right. So the Rust Monster is the guitarist. Chatsu, come on, stand up, buddy. And then... And then Tien is... So then the Griffin is the lead singer. Okay, what do we got? We got Boule is a 5. Face Spider has... 4. Minotaur has... a 9! How does the Minotaur thus far have the highest charisma? Face Spider has a 6, so 9, 8, 6, 5. What about the Rust Monster? Has a 6. Okay. So this is ridiculous. So the highest charisma is the Minotaur. Whatever. Whatever. What if we changed it from a griffin to a hippogriff? What is the hippogriffs? All an 8? Alright. Not same as a... Alright, we're gonna have to go through all monstrosities. Again. Hokor is a 7. Hydra has a 7. Hydra would be pretty awesome. I mean, Kraken, Wallace, there's nobody there. Oh, could do a Lamia. I like the idea of a Lamia a little bit better, because then it's got that tiger, or the lion type of thing going on. Manticore has an 8. Medusa has a 15. God. No! God, sorry, it has to be Medusa. I've decided. It's gotta be a Medusa. If this is gonna be a rock band, there has to be a Medusa. Maybe the Medusa's the manager. The Medusa could be the manager. I don't want Nagas. Owlbear has a 7. Perryton has a 10. Perryton has a 10. I don't want anything super, like, I don't want anything gargantuan or, yeah. Do your job, I'll turn you, Use Buzz smile from home. Right. I can't do an Androsphinx, even though they're charismatic, because... And Umber Hulks have a 10 charisma. What? This is getting ridiculous. Yetis. Yanti. No, I don't want Yanti. Death Dog. Fate Spider Mom. Winter Wolf. Ward. Pancake. Basilisk. Bear. Boule. Centaur. I don't want a Centaur. I don't want... No, God. Displacer Beast. Displacer Beast has an 8. Doppelganger. No, Doppelganger wouldn't be good. Gorgon. Grick Alpha. Griffin, yeah, Griffin is a... Oh, and we're caught up? No, there's apparently... what other books can I look at? This is delved into away from what I was talking about. It's delved away from painting pretty quickly. Once Ryder showed up. Cave Fisher. Frog Hemoth, that'd be funny. No, I'm not. That's not a monstrosity though. I'm specifically staying it with monstrosities because it's the theme of the group. I'm trying to remember what other books have monsters in them. I think it's just Volo's in the Monster Manual. Well, if you think about it, it's charisma is also considered like force of personality. So something like an ooze, you know, makes a little bit more sense. I mean, it doesn't make as much sense. That's true. It's true. So it has. I'm sticking with Griffin. It's gonna stay Griffin, because if you think about it, think about what would you call a Griffin? What name? What human type name would you call a Griffin? It kind of sells itself. And then the rust monster's name is Rudy. So Rudy the Rust Monster. Michael Boulay. Peter. Fuck off. No. Get out of here with that bullshit. Griffin. His name is Griffin. That bullshit. You knew what I was going for. You dick. Okay. Alright. I need to actually paint. Do you like my figures? Dang. Tillarian got me those. I mean, they actually go along well, because they're actually either the same size or a smaller size to that, because that's actually exactly what the TN looks like, and then the Chiaotzu in there is actually the exact same size. All right. So Griffin is the vocalist. Rudy is the guitarist. Because he can shred a guitar. Heyo. I'm feeling like Michael is like a normal bassist, but Marty is like a slap bassist. All right, I should have put Marty back. All right. Okay. Kiko! BRB. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. And I'm not gonna spend the time to use the background thing that you made for me, Scoopy. Also, the true facts. Went to middle school together. Like, I mean, briefly. But, which I think that was when you didn't like me. I think you didn't like me until we actually hung out one time. I think. I could be wrong. Okay. So, nope. Silver. Take the silver out. We're going to use Stonewall Gray. Oh, geez. Whole conversation. You have a sister, right? If I remember correctly. You are an older brother. All you missed was discussing what the band is. I don't know when you left to make food. After. But yeah, the Umber Hulks are going to be the roadies slash muscle, which I understand is ridiculous considering you have a Boule and a Minotaur. But they're the performers. Everybody in this team is very important. Nobody is disrespected. Everybody in this band, and you know, and the assistants. Teaching class in high school was fun though. That one time and then I got detention. Never did that again. I think one of my favorite stories, Ryder, is when I don't remember his last name. I'm sure if we're talking about high school, I'm sure you theoretically remember it. When Chris pulled you aside one morning. I'm sure you remember this story. I don't remember his last name though. Oh, not the nice me doesn't understand. So Ryder is you're what 6'5", 6'6"? I can never remember exactly. I was telling Mandy, I was like, yeah, Ryder, you know. No glasses. No, different Chris. Fair enough. No, that's not the one. That's take 7, very close. Okay. No, had no issue with that, Chris. That was what, Chris Herrick. Not a bad guy as far at least when. No, shorter, kind of a thug. Not like short, but Chris Herrick was kind of tall. I can't remember his last name, but he wanted to start shit with me, and he asked you specifically, pulled you aside, and asked if he jumped me after school while I was walking with you, whose side you would be on. And you're like, Calvin's, obviously. And then, God, I fucking love this story. Yes, and then at lunch, oh, for sure. So ridiculous. At lunch that day, I don't even know if she's still here listening. She fucked off to make food at one point, so she could have just fucked off again. And then at lunch, she essentially was like, yo, Calvin, I heard you were talking shit about me, but I decided not to believe it. I just wanted to let you know. And I was like, okay, Chris, thanks for letting me know. And in my head, I'm like, you just didn't want to get your shit wrecked. It's literally all it was. Oh, God. God, that would have been funny. All right, we're gonna paint. Yeah, it's one of the, I don't have a whole lot of high school stories because I think it's one of those things that he never really saw us together. Like we only ever hung out in the mornings, and it's one of those things like he didn't know how good of friends we were. I mean, I think even to be fair, he also, from what my friend Luke said, rip Luke. I miss Luke. One time I was walking through the park and this Chris decided to cold cock me, like cheap shot me in the face, and I just stared at him, like death glared at him. And from what my friend Luke was saying, that terrified him. Because you're a thug, you punch somebody, they start swinging, or they cry, or they run away, or, there's very specific things happen if you're trying to be, big man on campus when you're, 2 feet tall. And I just glared at him, like death glare. So yeah, I'm just going to use the Stonewall Gray as the ground. Maybe use the clear again, because maybe it'll give it that like ethereal look. Okay. But yeah, he wasn't the smartest. Yeah. It's one of those things. My brain remembers very specific things. I think it's, considering who I am and the life I've had, it's one of those things where, like, I'm going to cry thinking of this just because I'm an emotional mess of a person. Knowing somebody had my back. Like, I think I thought, like, in my mind, I was like, yeah, Chris has got my back. If shit goes down, he's got my back. But that's one of those, you got my back theoretically until it happens, and then maybe in a situation you don't got my back, and now suddenly, so that was one of those, like, all right. Yeah, I have a pretty good death glare. Yeah, I know, I'm sure. I'm a lot different now than it was then. I mean, there's still a lot of similarities, but, like, as a person, I have grown, being in, loving environments or some shit. That, like, getting out of the house of my neglectful mother, it has, effects on people. So, oh shit, oh no, this is fine, I guess. I didn't want something too crazy big. Yeah, nice. I got picked on a lot in high school. In middle school. They wrote songs because my mom was a garbage human being. And our house... I don't think it's necessarily... I think it's more like teen me would be happy at the person I've become. Because I hate myself because self-esteem, But, like... I think I'm an intense person. So that helps. Like... I get intense. So going from... Okay, I didn't want that. I can, there's really not a whole lot of middle ground for me. Which is something that is more common now. A little bit more middle ground for me. Like... Yeah, no, it was school. Like, I mean, I didn't spend a whole lot of time at home, though. To be fair, there was this comic store up here called Zimmy's, and I spent pretty much from when... I mean, I started gaming at 12, so pretty much from, like, 12, 13 on, I spent most of my days... Yeah. I spent the majority of my days at Zimmy's. So I would leave school, drop off stuff at home, and go to Zimmy's. Because Zimmy's felt more like home. Oh, for sure. Zimmy's was home. Oh, for sure. And by the time you started hanging out that regularly, I had already been hanging out there, throughout all of middle school. Like, I think it wasn't really until high school that you started hanging out more. And I had already been there, like, all the damn time. God, oh, motherfucker. For sure. I mean, that's actually, I mean, Talarian has been on when Nice has been on, and he's the, that's how, you know, we became friends, is through the comic store. It's more me and Ryder became friends because of our mutual friend Aaron. Because Aaron and I had homeroom together. God, fucking, I love Aaron. He's a shithead, but I love him. I wish he was on right now. He'd be like, fuck you. But fair. Oh, I could go in. I think he doesn't. He probably doesn't play because he's a scaredy cat and he doesn't want to show people. God damn it! It's more like it's more like a horror game than survival, I think. But I haven't played it yet because she literally just bought it for me. I probably should have done the base first. Then I could have done touching up. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of water. To fill in some of these. One of my other favorite stories is the one time we decided to wrestle, you and I. And this was after Aaron had told me about your crippling weakness that I chose not to exploit. Yeah, we were grappling. It's more grappling than anything. And I'm not the best grappler because, you know, I have no training. So get into a position where I could have bagged Ryder in the testicles. Real good. But I didn't. Let him know, you know, showed him that I could have done it. Real good. And then continued. I think he was able to eventually tap me out. But he considered it a draw. Because I easily, which is nice of me for being real, because I could have ended it, you know, 5-10 minutes earlier. I know. I remember that story from you guys wrestling and you guys when you were in the pool, and he clipped you, and you were done, son. Shit today. We're good. That actually looks. I like the ground. The ground looks nice. it also actually helps a little make it less, because it doesn't reflect as much light off of it, so you can actually see more of Justin here.
Have they been out work yet?
I haven't. I've been painting.
Have they been out at all this morning?
No. For sure. I mean, it's not like you got to get into that karate or whatever, where that's what they do, and they're just really good at taking those shots. But then you'd be like unstoppable, pretty much. I know, but you know what? Sometimes you gotta step outside your comfort zone. I mean, could you imagine? I mean, it's one of those. I think it's the ironic paradigm is that usually big dudes don't have to fight. It's much like having a big. Well, I'm just gonna be direct. Having a big penis. You know, it's just, you show up. If you're a big dude, you just show up, and usually, that's all you need to do. Kind of does the work for itself. But I mean, if you have size like Dolph Lundgren, if you have size and skill, that's just no thank you. Yeah, I mean, I clipped my... What I could do. Which is why I think you should be able to use strength as intimidation. I feel like I'm a lot more intimidating now. See, because especially from what I've learned, not even martial training, from if I headbutt somebody, they're in pain because I have a dense skull, but for some reason, I mean, you can maybe make it a feat, but make it a worthwhile feat, like +1 strength. You can use strength in intimidation checks, and persuasion, maybe. Sorry, that reminds me of the... I was going to play a character. Keenan and I, actually, he was going to play a Dwerger bard, and I was going to play a half-ogre rogue, except my half-ogre rogue was raised by halflings. So, he's just like 6-7 foot tall half-ogre. That's, hi, I'm Tommy Ticklefoot. Which I think is scary enough on its own. Like, oh, damn, and then that, but you're like... For sure. That's something that could be feasible. See, I would say it's that could be part of it, but it's one of those things that, you're trying to intimidate somebody and use your strength. to break something, and maybe the DM gives you advantage. But if you have a negative charisma and you're not trained in intimidation, you're like, I have a negative 2 to my roll. Doesn't matter if you roll really good, you're still 2 points lower. So it's, whereas if you use strength, then that would be better. I just had an idea. Now I have to look it up first before I... Sweet. Yeah, I think this looks... I think with the base, I think the base makes a huge difference. Because, I mean, Michael here looked good, but then when I got the base finished, that kind of added to the overall feel. Whereas this actually, instead of having just that plain white, now I have something to contrast against. Makes this looks nicer. I don't know if I can... Trying to get some of the light out, get it in the shadow. It's not the best, but not terrible either. See, the negative is that face spiders don't use like webs, so I would have thought some webbing type of stuff would look cool. Sweet. Yeah, no, I'm down. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was thinking that I've been streaming a lot by myself, and obviously that's not helping. So if I can get into playing more games with other people, looks like I want to get into a streamed game again for D&D, but don't know how that's when that's gonna happen. But get into some multiplayer streaming. Because, I mean, I think I'm mostly okay. It's if I have somebody to bounce off of, then I'm like, yeah, God, I hate this reference. I'm like Deadpool. I fucking hate Deadpool. I mean, I'm okay by myself, but then I'm just talking to myself, whereas if I have somebody to bounce off of. I did not. I used a silver. The fangs are silver. I made them silver instead of black. Okay, I don't technically hate Deadpool per se. I hate Deadpool's fanboys and how much bullshit they create and get away with because they're Deadpool. Yeah, it's just... I think I watched something, from a con like 2011, 2012, I don't remember, but essentially it's some... I mean, to be fair, Boba did a lot in the books, so that's one of those, like, if they're talking about the books, then he was pretty badass in the books, whereas in the movies he was just garbage. No, I don't think it's that. I think it is specifically the fanboys that make me hate Deadpool. Because it's true. I played a character in a Marvel superheroes game that he was kind of like Deadpool, but with super speed. Like, I had the personality almost. Like, he just got bored. Like, because of super speed, he was crazy because he just has all this time in the world, and it just No, it's fine. And it just, I mean, that's a fair assessment, though. I'm not mad. I mean, that's a fair assessment. I mean, now that is something that I could think about. But the character was very Deadpool-esque, which I didn't even think about. Because, you know, he ran around and he would get bored and he would do stuff and he liked picking fights just because it was something to do. He had an adamantium wrench that he just beat the hell out of people with. Like, I was thinking about putting some of the... I should probably put some on the gray a little bit. I don't know. I think I'm probably done with the figure. Oh yeah, nobody liked the wrench. There was a character in the game. That's fine. There was a character in the game that she was like cybernetic. She was like part cyborg or whatever, and she got into fights. We sparred, not me and her per se, but like we went into a sparring session, and she went after the captain, who was kind of like, he was almost like Doctor Strange, like he had super powerful magic, and like blasted her, but because of the strength of her armor, and because she was able to block, you know, roll well enough on a block roll, she essentially took no damage. Like, he had like unearthly, which is 100 strength, so because of her roll and because of her armor, she was able to lower it down to enough that her armor shrugged it off. Like, she blocked enough in armor, so she took no damage. Somebody else attacked her, she took no damage. Like, there was a lot of stuff where nobody was able to hurt her, just because. And in that game, essentially, if your weapon has a material strength higher than what it is hitting, it ignores the armor. So because adamantium has a material strength of 150, I ignored her armor rating. So I was the only person in that fight who actually hurt her. Which is funny when she tried talking shit at some point later on. I was like, you realize I was the only one who hurt you in that fight, right? And I rolled a critical hit on the one of the other characters who was like, he had like, you know, telekinesis, but he also wore power armor. So he had like, once again, unearthly. So he had like a force field that was, you know, 100 defense. But I got a critical hit which goes through defenses. So I went through his force field, and you roll where to hit. And I hit him right in the nuts. And he dropped. So, like, yeah, it's so funny. I do need a Minotaur now, though. And I think that the silver theme is going to run with all of them. So I need a Rust Monster, a Griffin, and a Minotaur. Although this sounds like a great party. It sounds like a great group. I mean, you can't obviously play a Boule and Face Spider. You can't play some of this, but a group that all takes the entertainer background. And their whole theme is that they're just a traveling band that does adventures as well. That would be so cool. You could have like an Aarakocra that, you know, has like is like a Griffin named Griffin, an Aarakocra named Griffin. There we go. Right. Well, I mean, most D&D games, bands don't, you know, have security anyway. Okay, thanks for stopping by. Have you tried turning it off and on again? That's even funnier for you. That's 10 times funnier for you than it is for me. It was nice to see you. Just probably clean up my stuff too. Yeah, I think this was definitely a success. The eyes are nice and shiny. But yeah, all of them are gonna have the silver on something. So if I can do a Minotaur, he's gonna have probably silver on his silver horns. Griffin will probably have a silver silver talons, and then Rust Monster would be silver. I don't know. Look at the Rust Monsters. Wrong room. Rusted from the rain. I actually don't even know what the figures would look like, so I can't say. Rusted from the rain. I can make their antennas silver. That would be funny considering you're Rust Monsters. I'm technically done painting. And I don't feel like painting more. I don't feel like painting on pixies. Pseudo dragons. Right now. But we got a great idea for a D&D game now. We just need, somebody to run it. 3 more players. Well, Pida will play. We know that for a fact. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end stream. All I'm doing is sitting here. As much as I need. I don't need the time streamed. I need people watched. It's not like we can't just chat outside of this. If you want to, jump on Discord or Steam or whatever. We can video chat or whatever. I don't know. Alright, anyway, we'll figure it out. Kalv, out. Just wants to be a pain in the ass. Okay.